Hello to all our viewers joining us. Welcome to Boundary Line Podcast. My name is Dylan Pink. I've got Sheldon Doherty on the show with me, and it's humiliating times here for a champion side that has dominated this wonderful league, this wonderful format called the IPL T20, and Chennai Super Kings are going nowhere. I don't see them going anywhere. This was a humiliating defeat here. CSK versus KKR at the Chepauk. Once again, CSK managed to lose this game. And I say managed to lose because KKR made it look like there was nothing wrong with the pitch. You can change the captain, you change the pitch, you do what you want. I think it's not going to change for them this year. They've got some serious thinking and they have to relook at their strategies. All that and more in our podcast. Before going ahead, requesting all our viewers, do hit the like button, subscribe to our channel, and don't forget also to leave your comments in the comment section. What did you think about the match today? We'll get straight into it. Sheldon, it's disappointing times if you're a CSK fan. It doesn't look good when you get beaten so easily, so badly in front of your home ground, in front of your home crowd rather. And this was just bad for CSK. I mean, I feel for them because, Ruturaj also was injured and he had to step out. But this is it. This is just bad, Sheldon. I don't know what to say. I've actually lost for words now because I expected something with MS coming back as the skipper, but KKR just made them look like they were some amateur team.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, this was one of the most one-sided games of the tournament, if not the most one-sided game. And it was just hard to watch. In fact, whether you like CSK, whether you don't like CSK, just from the outside, it was just tough to watch because it was like boys against men today. I mean, KKR dominated that game from ball one. From the toss, they won the toss and then it was all KKR from the start. And CSK were never in that game. That's probably the worst part. Okay, if you compete in a game and you lose a close one, it's okay. But the fact that they were not in it at all was just absolutely shocking. And for CSK, I mean, they look at this game, there are absolutely no positives. I can't think of one positive, and that says the sorry state of this game. And a lot of questions to be asked about the CSK team.
So just for our viewers who are joining us, CSK were put into bat there. KKR won the toss and they managed to get to 103. I'm saying 103 because at one stage they were looking if they're going to be all out before 80. Right, Sheldon? So 103 is also, they salvaged something because of Shivam Dubey at the end, a few strokes there. But Sheldon, I just want to read out this fall of wicket chart here. And you tell me, what did you think about that? 16 for 1, 16 for 2. Okay, no problem. You lose 2 quick wickets. 59 for 3. It's okay. There was a nice little run going there for them. Vijay Shankar played a good knock there. After that, the writing was written on the wall for them. It was just coming, Sheldon. 65 for 4, 70 for 5, 71 for 6, 72 for 7, 75 for 8. Like, what was going on? I just couldn't understand, and it was just like I just couldn't see that happening to a side that's dominated this league so much. And I was feeling for all the fans of CSK genuinely, and this is really I'm just speaking as a sports fan, as a fan of the game, as a fan of this league. I really felt for the CSK fans today because I feel they were let down, Children, today.
Yeah, you're absolutely spot on there. In their home, this is the first time CSK have ever lost 5 games in a row as well. I mean, that just speaks for itself. That's a crazy. And you were right as well because at one stage they were going okay, as you mentioned. When Shankar was there at the crease, they got to about 60 odd for 3, right? They were at one point, and then you thought maybe okay they can get to 140 maybe, and when CSK were batting, it looked like an absolute minefield. It looked like every ball was turning, every ball was doing something. And there's an old saying, right? You can't judge a pitch until both sides bat on it.
Exactly.
And you saw the big difference because when KKR came out to bat later in the game, it looked an absolute road, right? One of the best pitches to bat on. And I mean, again, it's easy to judge from there because of obviously no scoreboard pressure on them too, so you can come out and play with more freedom. But still, okay, if they struggled KKR and got to like 100 for 5, 100 for 6, you can kind of excuse it for CSK a bit. But the fact that they did it so easily kind of shows like, was it really that tough a pitch or was it just awful batting? It was quite awful to watch.
Yeah, kudos if you're a KKR fan there because I thought they played absolutely brilliant. I think credit needs to be given here to KKR. And there's no offense to CSK or CSK fans, but honestly, I thought KKR really, really played well. They came out there, they showed intent, and right from when they won the toss, like you said, Sheldon, they meant business, and they looked like they were really, really wanted to win this game so badly. And first time Chennai losing 3 games at home in a row, that too. First time they've lost 5 altogether consecutively, and this is all at the start of the IPL. They've just like 5 to 6 games down now. And you're looking at the road ahead, they've got like 9 games left, and you're like, how are they going to recover from this there? But what I want to ask you, Sheldon, MS Dhoni now is the captain. He's taken back the duties. Did you expect something? Did you see something different? Yes, people were excited. He's back for the toss and the presentation, all that jazz. But did you expect something different tonight? Because honestly, I'm talking as if I'm a CSK fan, and I'm really annoyed here because I thought they were let down, Sheldon.
I understand where you're coming from, and obviously every CSK fan has a right to be disappointed because the side have not been up to the mark so far. But I'm not going to blame Dhoni for this loss. I think the game was over when he came to bat. I think the top order yet again have let them down. And for me, one of the biggest issues for CSK so far this season has been that there's been absolutely zero intent from their top order. Whether it's been Conway, Ravindra, even Gaikwad when he was there. I think they just seem to be batting like it's 2010. Like, the fact is, they're not going for it enough till. They're playing that old traditional style where, okay, let's be 30 in the power play, 36. I mean, come on. Teams are scoring 60, 80. Some teams are even scoring 90 in the power play. So the fact that they are still in that boat of getting 36 to 46 kind of shows that they're a bit, behind. And I feel that's one of the main issues for CSK is that they start too slow and they leave way too much to do in the end. As we've seen, Dhoni in most of these games has come and it's over. So, what can he do again? And if you're depending on him to rescue you every game, you're in big, big trouble.
Exactly. I think you said it right there. If you're looking to depend on Dhoni to come and rescue every match, that's not going to happen. I think we need to keep MS out of this and look at the other 5-6 batsmen that are there, and it's just not working out there. But let's come to KKR's bowling right now. I thought splendid bowling performance. They're one of the most dangerous bowling sides now. Varun Chakravarti looks like he can do nothing wrong. Sunil Narine now add to that today. Harshit Rana also is bowling like a dream now all of a sudden. Immaculate line and length there. Vaibhav Arora, everybody clicking and getting wickets, Sheldon. And look at those figures there. Harshit Rana, 4 overs 16, 2 wickets. Varun Chakravarti, 4 overs 22, 2 wickets. Sunil Narine, 4 overs 13 runs, 3 wickets. I mean, the most expensive was Vaibhav Arora, 4 overs 31 runs, and he also got a wicket.
He was awful though. He was awful on that.
According to if you're comparing them to the other 4, he was awful. But kudos to KKR's bowling, Sheldon. What did you think about their bowling today?
Absolutely brilliant. Also, Chennai, everyone's been saying throughout this tournament that they should make spinning tracks, right? This is not the team you want to make a spinning track against.
Oh yeah.
KKR. Chakravarti, Narine, Moeen came in today as well to bowl. That's 3 good spinners, and Harshit's been brilliant as well, Dil. When he's come on to bowl. So again, not a good side to, make a spinning track against, because against Chakravarti and Narine, that's 8 top quality overs of spin. And as we saw today, that made a big, big difference because they couldn't get them off the square. None of the batters could get them off the square.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And if they had one more spinner, Chennai probably wouldn't have even made 80. That's how good KKR spinners won. They were brilliant, and CSK had no answers to them. They just had no plan how to attack them, and that was the difference really. KKR spinners versus Chennai spinners in the end.
Yeah. And Sunil Narine right now is just proving that age is just a number. He's still got it. That's why KKR are holding on to him for so long now. One of the players that have been long associated with this franchise there. And today he came out like nothing was wrong with the pitch. 44 of 18, boom, just gets it done. 5 sixes, back in the shed. Game is set and done already by the time he's gone. What a performance by him, Sheldon. I think we need to give credit to him because he's been, I think for the past two years, he's just gone under the blip. I feel, not much has been spoken about him. Yes, he's there like the old war horse, always there to perform in certain matches there. But I think credit needs to be given. He came out today with the ball, with the bat, and showed why he's still one of the best in this league.
Yeah, and what I feel he does brilliantly is whenever there's adversity against him, he comes back stronger. Many times he's had to change his action as well, which is tough for a spinner. But he comes back and he's almost as good. Even when he makes those changes, he's still as economical, he's still as threatening when he's bowling. And even with his batting, he's such an improved batter where he can bat top of the order. And he can get 40s, 50s with ease against the new ball. And to do it in Chennai as well, he came out, he's not, you'd say, a frontline opener. But now, with the way he's doing it in the IPL, you'd say he's been opening all his life the way he's looking. He just looks so comfortable top of the order. And massive respect to him, because every time you think that he's nearing the end, he comes back stronger and he keeps improving. And that's one reason KKR keeps retaining him, because he's that guarantee, he's that banker that they know him, Russell, even Russell, for so many years has done it for KKR, where you just keep them and they'll give you those games in the season where they just win it for you on their own. And that's why they're absolutely brilliant for KKR.
Yeah, Sheldon, coming to the big topic of discussion here, what we want to ask even our viewers, do CSK have to look past certain players now in their team? Are the glory days done? It's still very early in the season, but you've already seen the kind of performance, the kind of strategies that they have. Is it too early that we are saying this, it's over for them? Can they bounce back from this rut, or they just play out the season, see how it goes, recoup next season and completely change their strategies and the intent and everything like that? What do you feel, Sharon, that needs to be done?
Yeah, I think absolutely spot on that, Dil, because they do need to make a lot of changes. And as I said, it just feels like they're playing an old brand of cricket. Like, totally, it's not the way the modern game is. I mean, everything just seems very 2010ish, where everything, it was a low scoring before, spinning tracks, 130 plays, 140 type pitches. But Chennai were brilliant. Mind you, they won so many IPLs playing on those type of wickets, those type of pitches where their team was perfectly set. And I was just thinking about this today, actually. 3 of their senior players, Dhoni, Jadeja and Ashwin, how many of them are playing international T20 cricket right now? None of them.
None of them.
And yes, they're all 3 legends. I'm not denying that they're 3 of the greatest cricketers India have ever produced, in fact. But you do eventually have to look past them. And I think you're seeing it this year that Dhoni, for many decades, has backed Ashwin and Jadeja together. But I don't think in T20s, in the IPL, that duo is as threatening as they once were. It's not like... I think Nu's the best spinner, I think, by far.
Yeah, he's been good. I think he's been good so far this season. He's bowled well. Also, he's come up and he's shown that, okay, fine, I want to take wickets. I'm trying. He's trying stuff, and that's what I like about him. Credit to Noor, at least in that team, because pretty much, I mean, he's not the captain. He can't, I'm sure he doesn't have much of a say in that team there. But one more question, and you mentioned this point, Sheldon, that 3 of CSK's senior most pros, they are not playing T20. Can you also think of, in that lineup, how many people actually play T20? Rahul Tripathi? No. Deepak Hooda? No. Vijay Shankar today, he doesn't actively play much all throughout the year. So it's just Rachan Ravindra, Devin Conway, that's there. Ruturaj, yes, he's there in one of the reserves for India, and he plays a lot of leagues in India, at least, Ranji and everything like that. So he's actively involved with at least something, I know it's test cricket, whatever, but he plays. And his hand, we've seen Ruturaj, he doesn't have to prove himself. We know what sort of a game he has. But apart from that, Sheldon, you don't have guys who are like explosive or good. You take any other team, you take MI also, yes, they are also languishing at the bottom, but I don't think so. They are like CSK right now, because they've got Pandya, they've got Surya Kumar Yadav, they got some big names, but I think if they just click well, then I'm sure things will go well for Mumbai. But CSK don't have anyone actively playing that well, and that's the problem, I feel, right?
Yeah, how many players are in form right now? Can you think of any? We mentioned Noor, and he's purple cap holder. I think he's the only informed player right now. If I had to pick one from CSK, and he's a bowler. Like, I think
Ahmed.
Khalil Ahmed has bowled well.
Khalil
too.
Ahmed has bowled well this season also. I think we need to really bring that up. That he's been good also, taking those early breakthroughs. But again, he's effective only from one end. The other end is just no one else there.
Yeah, that's true. And the biggest issue is the batting, because Ravindra and Conway, we know, are top batters, but even they haven't been at their best this season. I think Ravindra, especially apart from the first game where he scored against MI, I think after that he's gone through a bit of a dip in form. And just in general, their whole team's struggling right now. And I think that's the biggest issue. At least if they had 2 or 3 batters in form, you can kind of say, okay, something looks positive. But right now it looks too bad for them, and they really need guys to start firing, because otherwise they'll be knocked out pretty soon, Dil.
Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right, Sheldon. I think they need to start generating those wins. There's someone who needs to put their hand up and start winning some games for them, and it has to come from multiple people. It can't be Dhoni. You can't leave it for Dhoni to come and rescue you every time. He's way past that. He's way past his prime. Also now, let's be honest. Yes, he's good with the gloves behind the stumps, and he can call the shots, but the batters need to do their job. His role is to control everything else. By the time he comes in, he shouldn't be the person getting you the bulk of the scoring. He should be at least getting you a few runs, getting you to at least that respectable total, whatever, or finishing the game. But you all need to get it to that stage for him to do it. That's what I feel there. But we'll wrap up this podcast right now, Sheldon, with one last question. There is the writing on the wall for CSK this season. Is it done and dusted for them? Because this win was emphatic for KKR, and it almost left a sour taste in the mouth for all the fans there. It was really, really bad to watch such a champion side be humiliated, because KKR made it look like there was absolutely nothing wrong. And you've seen the batters, the way they came out, the way KKR bowlers bowled. It was completely different there. So is it done for CSK? Do they have to do something different? Can they come back from this stage? Do the fans still believe that it's possible? Can Dhoni pull a rabbit off the hat right now and make a comeback and storm CSK into the top 4? Can something happen like that? Do you think it's possible now?
I mean, after watching that performance, it's very hard to say that I can see a comeback. But you never know. You never know. One game away from home, maybe the 2 openers get them off to a fly, get a 120 opening partnership. We've seen it in the past where teams have gone on a run, but right now I just don't see it. Too many players out of form, not enough wicket takers in that team. They don't look like they can score 180 plus. So there's just a lot of areas for me which are a big concern, and that's why as of now I'd say no. But you never know, anything could happen. Keep your heads up high, CSK fans. We've seen them come back, and we know they are a champion side. If they can get 1 or 2 wins together, you never know. So I'd say, but they need to start winning soon. You can't keep losing and then, expect that comeback to happen. So definitely need to win the next game for sure.
Yes, CSK fans, like Sheldon said, you'll have to stand by the team there. You guys are absolutely brilliant, whether be it on socials and everything like that. We see it, so much. The fans are really, really loyal as well. So don't lose hope. I'm sure CSK can bounce back, but it's looking very tough for them now. I think 8 or 9 matches left for them. Pretty much have to win 7 games out of that, for them to make it. With this performance, doesn't look possible, but cricket is a funny game. T20 is a funny format. IPL is a funny league. Anything can happen here in this league, say though. So really looking forward to CSK showing that why they are a champion side and a force to be reckoned with. So we'll stay tuned, but y'all let us know in the comments, what do y'all think? Is it over for CSK? Can they make it? What do they have to change? Which players need to be left out next season? Which players need to come in this season to try and bring about a change? Mention all that in the comment section, guys. And thank you so much for watching the video. Don't forget to follow us on Instagram. The handle's in the description, and we'll see you soon in the next episode. Goodbye.